Level Up Your English, Level Up Your Life, your English listening practice podcast on real life situations to help you learn naturally and improve in all areas of life.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Level Up English. Quick question for you. How many times do you think you checked your phone before even getting out of bed this morning? Be honest. Today we're talking about something that affects all of us, maybe more than we realize.
That's right, Logan. We're diving into the world of social media. Now, it can be great for connecting with friends and family, seeing cute animal videos. But what happens when it starts taking over your life?
Exactly. Think about it. Have you ever felt like you just have to check Instagram or TikTok, even when you know you should be doing something else? Maybe studying English, working on a project, or just spending quality time with people? You're not alone. We've all been there. Today, we're going to talk about how social media can actually be hurting your progress, and, most importantly, what you can do about it.
So let's start with the big one, time. It's like social media is this super sneaky time thief. You hop on for just a few minutes, and suddenly an hour has disappeared.
Totally. Think about how many times you've wanted to practice your English, but then you got sucked into scrolling through your feed. It's so easy to lose track of time. Studies actually show that the average person spends hours every single day on their phone. That's time you could be using to learn new things, pursue your hobbies, or even just get some extra sleep. It's like, oops, where did the day go? And it's not just about the time. Social media can also mess with how we feel about ourselves. You see everyone posting their highlight reel, their best moments, their amazing vacations, their perfect-looking meals.
Right, and it's so easy to start comparing your everyday life to everyone else's carefully curated online persona. You might think, why isn't my life as exciting as theirs? Or why don't I have that many friends? But remember, what you see online is often not the full picture. It's like comparing movie trailers to real life. Trailers only show the best parts. There's also a science behind why social media is so addictive. It's all about this thing called dopamine. Think of dopamine as your brain's little feel-good reward system.
Exactly. Every time you get a like, a comment, or a new notification, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine. It feels good, so you want more. It's like eating a really tasty snack. You enjoy it, and you might want another one. Social media is designed to give you these little dopamine hits over and over again, which can make it really hard to put your phone down. So, what does all this mean for your real life? Well, maybe you're finding it harder to focus on your English studies, or maybe you're feeling more anxious or stressed after spending time online.
It can even affect your sleep. Scrolling through your phone right before bed can make it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. And when you're tired, it's even harder to stay motivated to learn English or reach any of your other goals. It's like a domino effect. One thing leads to another. Okay, so we know social media can be a problem. But what can we do about it? Don't worry, we've got some simple steps you can take to break free.
First, turn off notifications. Seriously, do it right now if you can. Those little pings and buzzes constantly pull your attention away. It's like trying to have a conversation with someone who keeps getting interrupted.
Second, set time limits. Most phones have built-in features that let you set a daily limit for specific apps. Start small, maybe 30 minutes a day for your most used social media. It's like setting a timer when you're practicing your English. It helps you stay focused.
Third, be mindful of when and why you're using social media. Before you open an app, ask yourself, why am I doing this? What do I hope to get out of it? If you don't have a good reason, maybe skip it. It's like checking if you really need that extra cup of coffee.
And finally, find other things to do. Replace your social media time with activities you enjoy, like reading, exercising, spending time with friends and family, or, of course, practicing your English. It's like replacing a less healthy snack with a healthy one.
Hello, everyone. Samantha here, your dedicated vocabulary expert here at Level Up English. Today, as Logan and Grace have been discussing the important topic of social media, we've encountered some really useful and interesting words and phrases. Let's take a closer look at a few key vocabulary items that can help you better understand and discuss this topic in English. Sucked into. This is a very common and relatable phrase. It means to become very deeply involved in something, often unintentionally, and as a result, lose track of time or become completely absorbed in it. So Logan used it perfectly when he said, you got sucked into scrolling through your feed. You could also say, I got completely sucked into that new TV show and watched the whole season in one weekend. Curated, this is a more sophisticated word. It describes something that has been carefully and thoughtfully chosen and presented. Grace mentioned people's carefully curated online persona. Think of an art museum where the exhibits are carefully curated by an expert. Similarly, people often curate their social media profiles to show only the best aspects of their lives. Persona, this word refers to the particular image or personality that someone presents to other people, especially in a specific context like online. Grace talked about people's online persona. It's the face they show to the world online, which might be very different from their true self. Dopamine. As Logan and Grace helpfully explained, this is a crucial chemical in your brain. It plays a significant role in feelings of pleasure, motivation, and reward. Understanding the role of dopamine helps explain why social media can be so addictive. Mindful. This word describes the state of being aware of something, especially your thoughts, feelings, and actions. In the present moment, Grace suggested being mindful of when and why you're using social media. Being mindful means paying attention and making conscious choices rather than acting on autopilot. Algorithm. This is a set of rules that a computer follows to solve a problem or perform a task on social media. The algorithm decides which posts you see in your feed, for example. The social media algorithm seems to be showing me more videos about cooking lately. Doom scrolling. This is a newer term. It describes the habit of compulsively scrolling through negative news or content online, especially on social media. Many people found themselves doom scrolling during the pandemic. It's important to try and avoid doom scrolling for your mental well-being. FOMO. This stands for fear of missing out. It's the feeling of anxiety you might get when you see others online doing something fun or exciting that you're not part of. Social media can often trigger FOMO in people. I decided to take a break from Instagram because I was experiencing too much FOMO. Digital detox. This refers to a period of time when you intentionally avoid using electronic devices like phones and computers. Some people go on a digital detox for a weekend to disconnect and relax. A digital detox can be a great way to reduce stress and improve focus. Unplug. This means to disconnect yourself from electronic devices. It's important to unplug sometimes and enjoy the real world around you. After a long week of work, I like to unplug on the weekends and spend time with my family. I highly encourage you to try incorporating these words and phrases into your own English conversations and writing. This week, it's a fantastic way to actively reinforce your learning and truly level up your vocabulary. Back to you, Logan and Grace.
Thanks, Samantha. Those were super helpful words. Now we want to hear from you.
That's right. What's one small step you're going to take this week to reduce your social media use? Let us know in the comments below.
And hey, leaving a comment is also great practice for your English writing skills. Plus, it helps other learners see what works for you.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who might also be struggling with social media. And don't forget to subscribe to Level Up English for more tips and tricks to improve your English and your life.
Remember, taking control of your social media use is about taking control of your time and your life. Every minute you spend intentionally is a minute invested in yourself.
That's so true, Logan. And speaking of investing in yourself, in our next episode, we're going to be talking about some fantastic free resources you can use to boost your English learning. You won't want to miss it.